Another issue is the issue of disparity before diversity and stasis before abrupt appearance. The difference between disparity and diversity. Diversity is the number of organisms that you have. It's how many different species you have. Disparity is how different those species are. In an evolutionary perspective of things, organisms in fact change through time according to an evolutionary tree. New species come in slightly different than species that were already there, gradually branching out, gradually becoming more and more different from the original species. So in order to create great disparity or difference among and between organisms, you have to actually branch a number of times before you can get there. On the way, you're increasing the number of species. So it should be that you cannot produce, in evolutionary theory, great disparity before you've already produced great diversity. So as Stephen Jay Gould and others have said, with evolution you would expect diversity to appear before disparity in the fossil record, but alas, what fossils show over and over again is high disparity at the beginning, long before we get any diversity. For example, the oldest arthropods, some of the oldest arthropods in the world are found in the Burgess Shale. Beautiful preservation, so well preserved that you can actually dissect the individuals as fossils with their internal parts. It's extraordinary stuff. In the Burgess Shale, if you set aside the trilobites, there are 21 species of arthropods that have been described, and they represent 20 different classes of the phylum Arthropoda. So the major groups of arthropods, that's the highest classification of arthropods, at basically the first level that you find arthropods at all, you find 20 different classes. There are only 5 classes of arthropods in the present. And there's only 21 species representing 20 different classes. That's huge disparity. That's more disparity than you in fact have in the present arthropods, and they're represented by only one more species than there is disparity. That is not what you'd expect in evolutionary theory. The same thing is seen with the echinoderms. You have a very large number of echinoderm classes that appear when you first see the echinoderms. You have fewer echinoderms in the present, and you have a very low diversity of echinoderms when they first appear. The fossil record shows the opposite of what evolution predicts. It shows disparity before diversity.